Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please give a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just get out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Portland Trailblazers 118-108 last night, and they had some really interesting offensive sets that I liked. So let's get into the film. All right, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And the Thunder, again, put up 118 points in this game versus Trailblazers. This season, they have the 6th best offensive rating, and I just wanted to detail some of my favorite plays / action that they had in this game because they were the only NBA game on. But the Thunder are really good. Of course, when you have a guy like Shea that's averaging 30 points and he's that efficient, of course your offense is going to be good, but you also need a guy like J-Dub that can just take outs off the dribble, and he has size. So here we have a step-up screen by Cason Wallace. A step-up screen is a ball screen facing the opposite baseline. So you see Cason Wallace, and the angle at which a step-up screen is, it makes it harder for the on-ball defender to fight over this screen so they don't give up the switch. So Cason, he's going to set this screen so J-Dub can get the switch on Anthony Simons. And of course, when that switch happens, that is a mismatch, and you have Dominic McClinton. He's going to creep over to J-Dub the whole time so he can help Anthony Simons. As that's happening, Isaiah Hartenstein is going to cut right to the middle in between Denny Avdia and Jeremy Grant. And he's been such a big piece of this offense. He has that floater game, which is automatic sometimes, and he also helps in the dribble handoffs. All right, so here I was thinking we had some Chicago action. Look, Chicago action is a dribble handoff in which the handoff receiver receives a pin down, then the dribble handoff. So the ball would be in Isaiah Hartenstein's hand, right? And then there will be a pin down screen by Cason Wallace, and J-Dub will be getting the ball from Isaiah Hartenstein and coming off of that. So that's not what this is, but it's similar to it. So Cason just gives him the ball. He just gets two simple ball screens, right? The first by Cason is actually set, but the second one is going to be a slip by Isaiah Hartenstein, and this is going to put a lot of pressure on Clingan, and he's going to be pressured to moving back. As J-Dub's driving, that slip immediately forces Dominic Clingan to scoot back. That opens up room for J-Dub to use his big wide body to crab Scoot Henderson and get a floater. All right, so here they are after made basket. They go right to get action, and it just gets a quick 3 for a shooter like Isaiah Joe. Again, Isaiah Hartenstein is the hub of this offense, right? He does so much. He can pass the ball. He does good in those dribble handoffs because he's a wide body and he knows how to screen. He's really physical. Right here, Isaiah Joe gets into get action. Get action is exactly what it looks like, exactly what it sounds like. You pass the ball, you immediately go get it, you get into a dribble handoff, and a 3 for Isaiah Joe. And this is the impact of the get action and having a shooter like Isaiah Joe running that action. So you've seen on the last play, they ran it, they got a dribble handoff, he went around it, and he got a 3. This time, you see how the defense is playing. You see how Shaedon Sharpe is anticipating. So his first movement is up, right? His first step is going up. Isaiah Joe takes advantage of that because he just hit a 3. He back cuts. Good pass by Isaiah Hartenstein. Shields the defense and gets 2. And this play has been all over Twitter with everybody saying ball move is not dead. Beautiful offense. And this was like a really good play, and I as I'm watching it, I can really see why everybody's so amazed at it. But the first thing I noticed is that Isaiah Hartenstein, right? He has the ability to grab the rebound and go, and the Thunder allow him the space to do this and start offense at the rebound. So here we have more of a Chicago action look. Again, Chicago action is when somebody receives a pin down, then receives a dribble handoff. J-Dub doesn't actually set the pin down. He just runs through it, but it's enough to make Scoot fight through traffic right there. Then Isaiah Hartenstein, of course, being the wide body that he is, having Scoot Henderson fight over that screen. That causes a switch actually from Robert Williams. He steps up. Then we have pocket pass to Isaiah Hartenstein. We got Ousmane Dieng. He's going to cut right here because now Toumani Camara has to step up because of the switch that just happens. He cuts. He doesn't shoot the initial one, but then the Thunder just get right in the swing of the ball. Then we got some more get action there. The dribble handoff by J-Dub and Isaiah Hartenstein calls another switch and a nice 45 cut hit by Ousmane Dieng. So I thought this pass was going to Isaiah Hartenstein here as he rolls off the dribble handoff, but Ousmane Dieng is going to cut right here from the wing. He's going to get an and 1. All right, so the Oklahoma City Thunder go to horn stagger twirl. The quickest way to identify a horn set is 2 people at the elbows of the free throw line. They can also be free throw line extended, but when you have 2 people right here and right here, they can either be up here. That is how you identify horns. Isaiah Joe was at the elbow, but at the start of the play, they weren't showing that. The stagger part is named after a screen called stagger screens. There are 2 off-ball screens set the exact same way with just a little bit of space in between them. So Ousmane Dieng is going to set this screen. Caruso is going to set the same as that screen, but you can see that there's just a little bit of space in between them. Now, the twirl part is this action right here. So it looks like Isaiah Joe it looks like he's going to be setting the off-ball screen for Ousmane Dieng, and that he's going to be the one that's coming off of this. But then you're going to see the actual twirl right there, and I talked about when Isaiah Joe and Isaiah Hartenstein ran that get action, how they got a 3 off the first one, and then Shaedon Sharpe was expecting him to go get the dribble handoff, and he back cut. They got an open layup. The impact of Isaiah Joe on these possessions, right? You see, I believe that's Anthony Simons that Ousmane is screening, right? You got Anthony Simons going to him, and Toumani Camara go to him. So what does that do for Ousmane Dieng right here? Wide open because of the shooting ability of Isaiah Joe, and he gets a layup. All right, so the Oklahoma City Thunder take advantage of the Trailblazers defensive coverages and just natural basketball instinct. So they set up this action, right? And this is for SGA to come set this screen for Cason Wallace on Anthony Simons. They are targeting Anthony Simons. They want Shea to get this switch. Now, Toumani Camara is a really good defender. He doesn't want to switch Anthony Simons onto Shea, which is understandable. He wants to be the defender on Shea. So now, them not wanting to switch this means that Anthony Simons has to fight over, which opens a driving lane. And then we got an easy drop down to Aaron Wiggins. Now, the natural basketball instinct part is that Aaron Wiggins is going to drop down to the dunker spot, right? The Thunder know that Camara is the primary defender, and he doesn't want to have Anthony Simons switched on the Shea, as he's top locking Shea right here. So as he comes up to set this screen, Aaron Wiggins this whole time is just dropping down to the dunker spot. And the first time I seen this, I didn't know he was there until Cason Wallace passed on the ball and he shot layup. So now that puts Denny in a position of help, right? Since he has a driving lane, Anthony Simons is behind him, Denny has to pick up, or Cason Wallace is going to get a layup, but the Thunder end up getting a layup out of it anyway. I'll say it for the last one. We got some more stagger twirl look. Again, you got Kenrich Williams about to set one screen, and you see Cason running over about to set this second one again with space in between them. But as we saw in the last play, Toumani Camara is top locking Shea again. So Shea and the Thunder do a nice job of not being robots. Of course, you have sets and you have actions called for you, but ultimately you take what the defense gives you. And if the defense is giving you a wide open cut lane for a layup, that's what you take. And Isaiah Hartenstein, again, being somebody that can run these things and get Shea and J-Dub off the ball is really valuable. And he puts a nice pass on Shea and he gets a layup. But that is a video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share any and everyone that you can. Just read out there a little bit more. And I will see you guys next video. But this is Nick. Peace.